Nigel, thank you for bringing me in to help with your upcoming keynote speech.
Well, Mark, you come highly recommended as a skilled branding expert, communicator, and wordsmith. I've even seen you a few times on Fox Business Network.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I must inspire my audience next week and make a lasting impression on them.
I can help you do that. Easily.
I've spent a lot of time at marcrudov.com and am embarrassed to admit that we are definitely stuck in the white noise. The white noise doctor really resonates with me.
If it's any consolation, Nigel, 95% of companies are stuck in the white noise. You cannot distinguish one from the other, similar to a school of fish.
True. I like your tagline, be unique or be ignored. It's an accurate axiom. We are not unique, and too many prospects are ignoring us.
I am aware of that.
I absolutely agree with your 15-second rule of branding. That's why I hired you. Just look at our homepage, even I can't figure out what we do, damn it. It seems that our branding efforts always get bogged down in committees, and the watered down results prove it. We end up saying nothing at all, just to please everyone on the bloody marketing committee.
Imagine what it's like for your customers. You force them to decipher your murky messaging. Many will defect to your competitors. Others will delay their purchasing decisions, driving up your bloody cost of sales. If you cannot communicate, you cannot sell.
Okay, Mark. You're right. We're on the same page. Let's get to work now.
All right. Nigel, explain to me in 15 seconds your company's value proposition, in other words, Acme's brand.
Acme International is the world's largest and oldest manufacturer of titanium-reinforced widgets.
Nigel, you gave me your SIC code, not a value proposition. How do you expect to build gut share from spouting your SIC code? You didn't mention one customer benefit. Not one. Believe me, nobody cares that you're the world's largest and oldest producer of anything. Plenty of companies buy from young startups.
Interesting point. Never thought about it that way. We've been around so long, we are resting on our laurels. I guess I'm not sure how else to describe Acme. Tell me more about gut share and how I can fix Acme's brand.
Gut share is that portion of a customer's gut that a vendor's brand occupies. You've heard of mind share, right?
Yes, of course.
Mind share is meaningless. People make gut decisions, not cerebral decisions. So why waste time and money trying to occupy your customer's mind? Simply, your brand must contain an emotional component to grab the customer, even for industrial widgets. I explain this in greater detail at gutshare.com.
Emotional? How can anyone get emotional about widgets? Are you serious?
Quite serious. Corporate executives have two primary emotions: power and reputation. You must incorporate the need to preserve power and reputation in your branding and therefore in your keynote speech. Do remember my 3 R's of branding, from marcrudov.com?
Please remind me.
Your audience members and customers must react to, remember, and repeat your words. Otherwise, you are wasting words, and their time, and will fail to communicate. React. Remember. Repeat. I've placed this axiom in several places on marcrudov.com.
Mark, this is great stuff. I must tell my friend Simon about you. He's the CEO of a big electronics company, and he's also stuck in the white noise. He's always complaining to me about fighting the same political battles with his marketing committees.
Good. Now we were getting somewhere. Tell me about 3 things. 1. The audience you'll address next week and the main point you want them to take away. 2. Your typical customer and his title. 3. Why your typical customer buys a titanium widget and buys it from Acme.
Okay. I'll be speaking to a group of several hundred CEOs from the US Chamber of Commerce. I want them to walk away thinking that Acme International is the leader in our sector. My typical customer is in light manufacturing. Title is VP of Engineering or VP of Manufacturing. Acme's typical customer buys a titanium widget for its strength and durability and buys it from Acme because of our reputation.
Nigel, 96% of chamber members are in companies with 100 or fewer employees. They are struggling to survive in this horrible economy. All you talk about is Acme. You've addressed nothing about what keeps your customers up at night. Trust me. Acme's size and age do not give your customers insomnia. Do you now see why your audience will get turned off from the start of your speech?
Yes, I do see that. All we talk about here is ourselves. You're right. It is boring and irrelevant. I'm beginning to understand our branding problem.
Your brand is reflected on your homepage, brochures, advertising, financial documents, and speeches. It's weak everywhere. No matter where I look, Acme is a murky cloud. My questions are always the same. Who is Acme? What is Acme? How can Acme improve my life? Why should I care about Acme?
Mark, this is extremely helpful. Why don't we go grab some lunch now and continue this afterwards?
Sounds like a plan, Nigel. Hey, don't forget to call Simon.